This is like the Mount Everest of psychedelics. Beyond offers this 7-day retreat where you take the medicine and they have doctors on site and coaches that are supporting you throughout the entire experience. I got to Mexico and that's when it hit me. This is gonna be fucking hard. We go into the patient's room and we have these hospital beds, and I took my dosage and I had what was one of the most difficult experiences I've ever had in my life. So like at one point I could feel both hemispheres of my brain being turned on. I felt a zap on the tip of my tongue. I remember seeing like Mario jumping around as a cartoon. I felt my mom, she's been dead since 2017, but like I felt her. I saw my brother and my dad. I remember seeing like 2 wedding toppers, but I couldn't see their faces. And they were like rising on a rainbow staircase. And then when they arrived to the top, the faces turned around and it was my face on both of them. It was like these really fun, enjoyable moments. What came next was like a silhouette of a female Marine shaded in the Marine Corps blue. And I knew at that point that this was just going to be a really dark moment. I felt like I was screaming in that bed, but I was just screaming in my head. And I was holding on to this door that was being pried open. And as like the female Marine faded away, I could see behind this door that it was this small cage that was like just big enough to show a little bit of what was going on inside that cage. And there was just like screaming and crying and shaking and rattling. You could just see 2 feet sticking out. And I really just wanted to fight a lot of what I knew what was going on in there. Like I didn't want to see it. All I could remember was let it go in that moment. And I said, you know what? Fine. I'll fucking let it go. And I just like let go of the door, kind of just like condescending to the medicine. Like, fuck you. Fine. And when I did that, it like snapped into the next scene. Every cry or every movement that I was making in that scene, I was like making in real life in that bed. When I came out of that medicine with that, one of the coaches, she asked me if you could describe one word for your experience, what would it be? I just said lost. I couldn't sleep. I legit felt like I had gone psychotic. I realized to myself at that point that my life's over. My brain is fried. I am not gonna be able to come back from this. We ended up having a yoga class and they asked me if I wanted to partake. So I asked them to lay down my mat. And when I laid down, for the first time in my life, I started to understand everything and anything that had ever happened to me was for a reason. And all of the beautiful emotions that I could ever feel that I have never felt because they were being blocked out by all of the pain was now fully coming to life. Like joy, bliss, peace. I got to like sit in my body for the first time, like feel safe. I got to come home. It was at a place. It was like me.